There's something really strange about how our culture treats being alone. From a very young age, we're taught that solitude is a problem, that it's something to fix or outgrow, as if being by yourself were a symptom instead of a capacity. If you're new here, I'm Michael. I help you up-spiral your life. If you're into that, follow me and click the link in my bio. So notice how quickly our society pathologizes solitude. Someone eating alone in a restaurant, they must be lonely. Someone without a partner must be missing something. And weirdly, someone comfortable in their own company makes other people uneasy. That discomfort isn't accidental, because a person who can be alone without collapsing is hard to control. Because so much of modern life depends on controlling us and keeping us oriented outwards, and looking for completion in things and stimulation and approval and relationships. Because the bottom line is, if you believe your well-being lives outside you, you stay pretty busy chasing it. But solitude interrupts that chase. I'm not talking about isolation or withdrawal. I'm talking about solitude, and there's a crucial difference. Isolation is imposed. It feels like exile. Solitude is chosen. It's a return. When someone can sit with themselves without panic, without compulsive distraction, without needing to fill the space, something remarkable happens. They stop buying things they probably don't need just to soothe an unnamed ache. They stop anesthetizing themselves with noise. They stop staying in relationships out of fear. And they start to tune in to what's been drowned out, the voice of their own soul. Our culture confuses solitude with loneliness on purpose. Loneliness causes a contraction into neediness, the part of us that feels unfinished, unheld, lacking, and in need. But solitude, when held from the energy of the soul, is the opposite of that. It's fullness, it's enoughness. That's why every wisdom tradition values some form of turning inward. The Buddha underneath the Bodhi tree, Jesus 40 days in the desert, the Taoist hermit in the cave on the mountain. Not because other people are the problem, but because constant stimulation with other people prevents us from hearing our soul, our higher self, our true self. And this is where misunderstanding often creeps in, because this isn't about getting rid of the ego. It's about meeting the parts of our ego that panic when we're in silence. Parts that reach for distraction, diagnosis, or approval to feel safe. Solitude isn't about transcending those parts. It's about letting our soul be present enough that those young parts of us can finally relax. Life isn't a puzzle to solve. It's not a problem to fix. It's not an issue to diagnose. Life is about anamnesis, not diagnosis. Anamnesis is the opposite of amnesia. It's about remembering who you really are, which is an eternal soul riding around in a temporary body. And meditation matters because it creates a pocket of space where you can actually accomplish the remembering. Solitude is where the constant whisper of "you're not enough yet" finally quiets down, where the noise of comparison and urgency and self-improvement finally settles. Because every screen, every ad, every person you run into at the coffee shop is silently pulling you out of your center, out of your soul rhythm. And here's the paradox. It's only when you're truly at peace with being alone that real connection becomes possible. Because when you need people to complete you, relationships become transactions. They become unspoken negotiations for completeness. The truth is, you'll never find completeness outside you. When you learn that the only source of completeness is inside, then relationships become a choice. They breathe with a sense of freedom and possibility. And so ironically, solitude doesn't make you less available for relationship. It actually makes you more capable of relationships. Because when you're no longer trying to be filled up, you're not needy. You're already home, and from that place, relationship becomes something else entirely. It's no longer a solution to loneliness. It's a shared expansion. And it's miraculous. And the way to get access to that is to learn to belong to yourself first. Write soul in the comments to remember all of this in your body. Soul in the comments. Like the video, follow me, and click the link in my bio. I'm enrolling a unique program in manifestation right now. In that program, we teach you many ways to find your center and feel safe in solitude so that relationships in your life become magical. Vibrant beings, have a great day.